What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. On today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. Today, we're doing the Natterjack Irish Whiskey Cask Strength. Okay, so I've never really found an Irish whiskey that I've loved, really anything beyond like a C tier, I don't think, but this bad boy is cask strength. It is coming in at 63%, which makes it 126 proof. And I think pretty much all the Irish whiskeys that I've had up to this point were like lower proofs, like 80s, 90s in there. I don't think I've ever had a 126 proof Irish whiskey. This is coming from the Gortinor distillery. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It says it's triple distilled Irish whiskey finished in virgin American oak. So, maybe kind of a little bit of a bourbon influence on that there. It says 63% blend number 1. Ooh, it's a 700 milliliter bottle. I didn't even notice that. But look at this bottle. This thing is so cool. Look at this frog thing. I don't know if that's what a Natterjack is. No idea. Maybe that's an Irish thing. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But we're going to do the bottle pop on this thing, get the nosing out of the bottle, and get into the review right now. Alright, Mr. Frog, here we go. Alright, no real expectations on this one at all. I've never seen anything about it. My dad actually got me this, I think, for Christmas, actually, and I've been holding on it for quite some time now, so thank you, Dad. Here we go, nosing straight out of the bottle. Apple, pear, vanilla. Apple, pear, vanilla with maybe a little bit of spice on there. So far, it smells generally how I would expect an Irish to smell. Of course, it is extremely light. Looks like it looks even way darker on screen than it is in person here for me, but extremely light in the glass, almost like a clear yellowish color, maybe a little bit darker than a regular Irish whiskey would be, coming in at cask strength today. So I'm excited to try it. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free for you. It means a lot for me. Let's get the nose. Okay, a little bit different coming out of the glass is my first impression that I got out of the bottle. The bottle did have that big, thick, wide lip, which sometimes make the nosing out of the bottle a little bit harder, but definitely different coming out of the glass. Getting like a spiced pear or a spiced apple, but got a little bit more depth of flavor in there. It's got like some like burnt caramel notes a little bit. It's got a little bit of a bourbony quality nose to it behind that fruitiness of what you would expect out of the Irish, which is that Irish pear, spiced Irish pear type deal that I'm getting on the nose. The nose isn't overly robust. You gotta really search for it there, but once you get the notes on it, I mean, it is an Irish, so I think that's to be more expected, but you got to kind of search for the nosing a little bit. Alright, we'll see. Is this going to be the first Irish whiskey ever that I really, really like? Because I pretty much never drink Irish otherwise. I've only done maybe 1 or 2 Irishes on the channel, other than in the 24 days of Advent that I had a few Irishes out of that sample box there, but other than that, this is going to be the second or third review I've ever actually done of one on the channel, so cheers, everybody. Okay, first thing I noticed is that's actually got some nice viscousness to it, which I don't think I've ever gotten out of an Irish before. Really enjoyed that initial viscous quality. That was the first thing that struck me. It's got kind of like a butterscotch, creamy carameliness to it on that viscosity, so that's really nice. Does have the spiced apple, the spiced pear, but ooh, man, it really coats the tongue. It really coats the tongue. There's some vanilla in that coating, the vanilla, butterscotch, caramel. There is some like apple spice on there that lingers. I'll tell you what, I could already tell you already that this is the best Irish whiskey I've ever had. It's not even a doubt in my brain at this point. After 2 sips of it, the nose, the mouth feel, it lingers in there. I can feel that 126 proof. I can still taste it all right now. You guys have seen how long it's been since I sipped it now. I can still feel it on my tongue, that viscosity level. This is really nice. It does have that like, so a lot of, you know, the Irishes, the scotches. They've got like that smoky, scotchy texture to it, which you either like or you don't like. And I like scotch, so it's not that I don't like it, but this one has it, but it's like very faint behind all the other flavors, and I think it actually helps accentuate it a little bit. So I actually really like that about it. It's got a hint of that like Fig Newton, like if it was like an apple Fig Newton, or like an apple like crunch bar, or what are the little like granola, yeah, like an apple granola bar with like the apple cinnamon filling. It's got that kind of quality to it as well. Alright, so it's official. This is the best Irish whiskey I have ever had, and honestly, I don't think it is very close. Maybe it's the extra proof, maybe it's whatever distillery this is, whatever the frog is on the front, I don't know. But let's go ahead and do one final sip and rank it on the tier system. So I think I'm gonna split this up a little bit. I think if I was ranking it on just an Irish like tier system scale, it would probably be S tier for Irish, just because it is so far and above any other Irishes that I've ever had before. But if I'm just doing it on my regular whiskey scale, which is what I do everything on, which is mostly bourbon on this channel, let's be honest. But if I'm doing it on just the regular whiskey tiers scale, I think I'm going to go really high B tier. I was back and my forth between A tier and B tier, but I think it's missing some of the things that I really like out of something that I would put into the A tier, like that, you know, old mustiness, or those really deep, dense flavors, things like that. But hey, this is really good. I'm excited that I have this. It's a really cool looking bottle. It's now one that I can give to some of my whiskey aficionado friends when they come over and be like, you don't like Irish that much either? Well, try this one. See what you think about this one, because this one's really good. So I have no idea where my dad found or picked up this bottle. I've never seen it myself other than the bottle that I now own. But hey, it's going on the A tier. So the Natterjack Cask Strength Irish Whiskey coming in at 126 proof. It's on the B tier. It's really high B tier. It's really good. I'm excited. I will actually drink this and enjoy it. So hopefully you guys drank and enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you for your next drink.